wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
Did you ever find places like this chasing Solus with Varric?
Not exactly. But with Solus, it was always about the Fade, or the Veil, or some other in-between place. Varric always hated it, though. At least this place feels different. Maybe safer?
Harding, are you doing all right?
I don't know. Are you? Is anyone? Anyway, doesn't matter how I'm doing. What are we gonna do about this mess? We were going to go back through the Alluvion, right? Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
You know, you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric and I started this. And I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So, come get me when you're ready to go. All right?
The second, one more to go. Okay, that did something.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
Sorry, it was while I was unconscious. Solus appeared in my dream.
Really? I'm glad you're all right.
From what I saw, he's trapped in the Fade now. Not here, but some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Except that dwarves don't dream, remember? We can't. The Fade is the world of dreams, and we're not connected to it.
It was weird. I was standing in a place that I knew couldn't be real. None of it made sense.
You're lucky it was just weird. Solus can kill people in dreams.
He said our connection wasn't strong enough for him to do that. He could only reach me because I bled at the ritual site when I got banged up.
So Solus is using blood magic, like any normal mage would to play with your mind.
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
He nearly brought down the veil, Nev. Can you do that?
You know it's not that simple.
He may not be a prayers and blessings kind of god, but he's a lot more than just a mage.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganan and Gillenane. 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. Solus warned me about them being evil, which is pretty rich coming from the guy who just tried to tear down the veil.
You don't believe him?
No, that's the problem. I do believe him. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elganan and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of 1 god running around, we have 2. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. We're down a man without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt, Nev, but the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
If Elganan and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we don't have time to waste. We need to act now.
We don't know what they can do or what they want. We don't even know if Solus is telling the truth.
I'm not saying we go in blind. This time, if we see a shot, we take it.
All right. The last place we saw them was the ritual site.
The Alluvian took us here from the ritual site, instead of back to Minrathous.
Then let's hope it takes us back.
Nev, are you okay to go?
It's a headache. I've worked with worse.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Alluvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Alluvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlathan.
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
Don't worry about me. Shall we?
Let's do this.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
Cut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lise Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Арлатан?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's... Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
We found Solus and stopped his ritual, but things took a turn.
The magic went wild. Solus was dragged into the Fade, into some kind of prison.
But when he went in, something, or someone else got out.
Elganon and Gillenane, supposedly.
Mathalanost.
The return of our gods, the Evanurus.
If those two are back out in the world, it explains a lot.
Like what?
Artifacts that have been dormant for centuries are awakening. Something that would need a source of tremendous magical energy, like two of our old gods.
Anything you can tell us about these gods?
Solus might be a bastard, but compared to the Evanurus, let's just say they weren't known for being kind rulers.
There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanurus, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tarith is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. You get your friend back to your camp and... we'll find Belara.
Nev, I need you to stay with Strife and Irlin, all right?
I'm fine.
You're the best detective in Minrathous. You can help the veil jumpers here. If trouble shows up, they could use your skills.
Fair enough.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Belara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Is it me? Or is there something strange about this fog?
It all feels a little off. Like everything shifted a little bit. Is that suit of armor moving?
Gotcha. Oh, people. Where'd you come from?
Bellara? Bellara Luther. Strife and Irilyn sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Lace Harding.
Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. The elven gods Elganan and Gillenane have escaped from Fen'Harel's prison. And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
It's a lot to take in.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
Strife and Irilyn said you're their best veil jumper. Hope that means you've got an idea.
Maybe. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it, safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
We've handled our share of demons. A few dozen more shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Threats like us, I'm guessing.
Is that water just swirling into the air?
We call that kind the whirlpool. The anomaly, I mean. Never seen one this size, though. Demons! Right where we need to go.
Let's deal with them.
So what is this artifact we're looking for, exactly?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
I don't usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked over.
Not many people come this far into Арлatan. Just veil jumpers, mostly.
And people trying to save the world, apparently.
What was this place?
Could have been a temple, could have been where they stored food.
Wow. I've never seen anything like this.
Wait, is this? No, it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside. It almost feels like an armory, or something like that.
What's an armory doing this far out?
Warlords. Ancient elves had a lot of them.
Are we just supposed to jump across?
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Got it.
Bring it over here and slot it in. And there we go! Easy.
Huh, that's a great trick.
A resonance amplifier. It's drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
company. They're hitting us from afar. They're aiming for us. That looked like it hurt.
That's the last of the magic energy. Path should be clear ahead. So, that ritual, the big one where the sky was ripping apart, you say that was Fen'Harel? I mean, the real Fen'Harel?
That's what I've been told. Though right now he goes by Solus.
And, sorry, the things that got out, the big scary ones, that was Gilnane and Elgranon?
Are you okay? You sound a little flustered.
Oh, you know, just finding out that 3 of my gods are out there trying to end the world. Why wouldn't I be okay? Another sentinel coming for us. We'll have to take it down. Easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby. Seeing these kinds of ruins never gets old.
Can anything here tell us what that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be.
About what?
About not armor. I think I know what the artifact is.
So what kind of artifact shows up in an armory? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
A what?
A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Ancient elves use them to store knowledge and to help them dream. Methalinast. Darkspawn.
Time to fight!
Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
I'm on it.
Great hit, Valara! Making the rest of us look bad, Rook. You got it.
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Арлatan Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
If the gods are blighted, like Solus claims, maybe they're communicating with the Darkspawn somehow. Directing them?
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them. Once we get out of this bubble.
Right. Let's get to that central temple. More Darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Me too.
We're close. I can feel it. Have you noticed something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic. If that building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, the Nodus Durthalin. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
What does that mean?
I don't know, actually. The notes were never very clear on that, but I plan to find out.
More constructs ahead.
The inner sanctum. Getting closer. Looks like this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
Break through that wall. what's left is the Nodus Dirthalin. I have so many questions for it.
How do you ask it questions?
It's an archive spirit. You'll see. Okay, here it is. The Nodus Dirthalin.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back.
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
Right. Because darkspawn, demons, and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
What do you mean by tricky exactly?
If I remove the artifact the way I'd usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Арлatan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's breathing. Ogre! That's an ogre! Wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Ooh. No. That's good. I think. Oh!
What does that crystal do?
keeps the artifact powered, focuses the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later. Oh, no, you don't.
Sulanan, Vir Sulevanan, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan.
Right, I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan. What do you...
Guess it's broken like the rest of the artifacts.
It isn't just any artifact. That's the Nadas Dirthalan, an archive spirit. And it does work. Or will, at least. Its crystal is broken. I guess maybe the blight threw its resonance off somehow. But I should be able to fix it. It's kinda my thing, fixing magical stuff. Strife and Irulan will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn. Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil-Jumper camp. Ready to go?
Right. Let's get moving.
Come on. I'll show you the way to the Veil-Jumper camp.
Wounded, 16 on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing.
We're running out of veil jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
Jahel and Milva never reported back from Demeter's crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village, or near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlathan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nadas Dirthalan.
Wait, You found the Nada's Darthalan? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
If it weren't broken, maybe. But we're not getting anything out of it anytime soon.
Meanwhile, veil jumpers are disappearing. Something out there took them.
I know. But maybe, if we find them...
We find the gods. Or at least some sign of where they might be.
But Arlathan Forest is huge. Where do we even begin to look for them?
Demeda's Crossing.
What?
Irlin and Strife. When we came in, you said you'd lost contact with Demeda's Crossing. We could go check it out. The three of us, I mean.
4. I'm coming with you.
Nev, you were still shaky, and...
I'm coming, Harding.
I don't know what you're going to find there, Rook. Likely nothing good. But you'd be saving people, and it might get you on the trail of the gods.
Demeda's Crossing's on the far side of the lake. There's a small boat at the docks. It'll take you there. Watch your back out there. And good luck.
Could we really be at war with our
Okay,
own gods?
we'll need a boat to get there. Let's head to the dock.
We aren't prepared.
What you hearing? If you're in the market for instruments of dismemberment, just so happens I can help. And now... Now that we've met, do your best not to die, yeah? It can be rough out there.
We're losing too many veil jumpers as it is.